know what? It's all good. It's what we have to do to be safe and to socialize
Yes.
and to remain at home. So,
Yes.
you were one of the first artists to a free concert on IG Live. So thank you for that.
Yeah, we started it pretty early. We were getting word from all the health experts that people should be staying home, and so we were like, let's entertain people while they're home, and everybody was canceling all their concerts and all the tours and everything. So we said, let's give people some entertainment while they have to stay home, and we started doing it pretty early. And man, we've seen so much good entertainment come from this time. Different DJs, different producers doing the verses and all that, and I think it's been good for the culture.
It definitely has. And, with you being one of the first artists to do so, when you talk about feel good vibes and music feeds the soul, you definitely did that because it was at a time of, it's still times of uncertainty, but it was
Yeah.
the beginning of it. And you have that nervous energy, anxiety, and you soothe, not only the world through your concert. So again, thank you for that.
Yeah, we just wanted to give people good vibes, and we didn't know how long it was gonna last. We didn't know if it's gonna be a month or 2 months. It looks like it's gonna be a few months before things really open up,
Yeah.
and hopefully we'll get to the place where people can feel safe being in crowds again. But I think that's not gonna happen until we get either a treatment that's really reliable, that people know that they're not gonna die from this disease, or we get a vaccine. So until then, I think it's not going to be safe for us to be in big crowds anywhere. So we just have to protect each other and protect ourselves. And I know people in the Black community have been dying more than others have been. And so we have to be especially careful because we've been susceptible to this in a way that other folks haven't. So we just have to take care of each other.
Yeah. It's just a good time to just start a new regimen. You know what I mean? It's like trying to, do more
Yeah.
and eat better.
Yeah, we just got to make the best of a very tough situation. And that's what we're trying to do. And I think as artists, all we can do is try to connect people, inspire people, make music that people can feel. And hopefully it'll help people get through it.
Yeah. You have been posting pictures about your quarantine. So
Yes.
how are you, Chrissy, and the kids doing? And how are you guys, getting through staying at home together for a long period of time?
Well, Chrissy's being creative. If you saw her Instagram the other day, we were camping in the backyard. We've been having dance parties with the kids. We did an entire birthday party for Luna with just us there. You just try to make the best of it. And the kids, they love it. I think they're just happy we're home all the time because, normally we're working, we're doing this and that. And now they get to see us nonstop. So they're like, this is heaven.
Absolutely. I'm home with my son. A lot of the times I've been kind of like working from home and then, coming into the studio. But, that family time is priceless. So,
Yeah. And they're gonna just be glad that they get a chance to hang out with us. At this point in her life, Luna is very into daddy. So she's always like trying to get me to play every little idea she has. She has this wild imagination. She's like, okay, Dad, pretend you're this and I'm this, and pretend this and I'm that. And she just nonstop all day. She just wants to hang out. And I'm like, baby, I got work to do. But she don't care.
Right there on your lap.
Exactly.
So let's talk about the new music. You have, 3 releases right now.
Yes.
Conversations in the Dark. We're playing it here on 106.7 WTLC.
Yes.
As well as Bigger Actions. And actions is a theme for the females.
Oh yes, I really think that's gonna hit hard for a lot of folks. Actions speak louder than love songs. We always say actions speak louder than words, but as a songwriter, of course, we flipped it to actions speak louder than love songs. And the song just goes through different scenarios in dating where where you need to show and prove and not just say it. And I think people are gonna feel that song a lot for sure.
So why do you feel the fellas and even ladies
Uh-huh.
hard time expressing how they feel?
Well, I think a lot of times we're taught to keep our emotions, at bay, or to keep them tight, and not show people how much we feel something, or how much we love them, or how much we have doubts or uncertainty. And I think sometimes it's hard to express that. And sometimes music is the way people do it, though. I've talked to people about how they use my songs to help them get through conversations with people, because it helps them express what they wanted to say. And so I think music is one of the ways where people figure out how to open up and connect with somebody where they couldn't do it with their own words.
Yeah, just, try to find, that point of being vulnerable.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So bigger love, what about
Yes.
so love wins? I always love wins. You're also, working on a tour as well. How are you working through that with COVID-19?
Well, we just don't know what's going to happen. My theory is I'm not going to invite y'all to a show if I don't think it's safe for you to be there. And so we've got the tickets on sale, and the show's scheduled for August and September. But if we can't have them, then we'll postpone them and we'll have them later. One way or the other, we'll make sure we have the shows, but we'll wait until we believe it's safe for everybody to be there. I don't want my show to be a reason people are getting hurt. This disease spreads more than anything when people are in tight spaces together. And I'm not going to put anybody in that kind of situation unless I know it's safe for them. So if we have to postpone the shows, we'll postpone them. And the music will still be there, and hopefully we'll all still be here. And again, we got to take care of each other, make sure we all stay safe. And I'm not going to put anybody in a situation where they have to be at risk to come to my show.
Understood. So when's the new project dropping?
It's going to be, I think, early June. We're just trying to finish it up. So we've been dropping things, but we still have a few songs that aren't mixed yet, a few songs that have a little bit of work to do to them, but they'll be done pretty soon. I have some cool features. I can't tell you yet because it's not all done, but we definitely got some dope artists that came and joined me on the album, great producers, and I can't wait for everybody to hear it. We just got to finish it up.
Okay. Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
And the title of the project, is it Bigger Love as well?
It's going to be Bigger Love. The album's Bigger Love, the tour. Next single, of course, we just put out Bigger Love. We crowdsourced a video for Bigger Love as well. And so we got submissions from fans all around the world dancing to the new song. And so we'll feature some of them in the video. So I'm excited about all of that.
Yeah, we're excited. We're excited as well. Even if you drop the music and the tour is pushed back, and you happen to do maybe another social distancing concert, we would love that.
Yes, yes. I'm gonna do more. I'm definitely gonna do more. And by the time the tour comes around, hopefully we'll all be back to hanging out with each other again. Otherwise, we'll just wait and we'll do it. And when we do it, it's gonna be right, and we're gonna have a good time. So I can't wait to see everybody when we do.
Awesome. Well, I have a couple of questions from listeners. Miss A 711, she's a huge fan, and she says, "What has been your favorite song to write, record, and sing?"
Ooh, write, record, and sing. I've had a lot of fun songs to write. I think the writing process for me is just an enjoyable process. I love creating something. I love when it's a collaboration. I love finishing something. It's a very exhilarating feeling when you come up with a new song and you're excited about it. I have some on this album that were just a joy to write. One of my favorites to perform is still Ordinary People. It's from my first album, but something about it was my first big hit song, and it means a lot to me. And I still love performing it. I love having the crowd sing Take It Slow with me every time we do it. And that's still one of my favorites.
And also another question is, who was your favorite artist to collab with? Favorite
artist to collab with? I think my most fruitful collaborations have been with Kanye and with will.i.am. I wrote Ordinary People with will.i.am. I wrote a lot of my first few records with Kanye. He produced a lot of it and executive produced all of my first 5 albums. So we got quite a history of collaborating. So I think those are probably my favorites. But when you talk about individual features and duets, I loved working with Esperanza Spalding. She was on my Christmas album. She just has an amazing voice, beautiful musicianship, and just a beautiful person. And I can't wait for y'all to hear what we have on the new album. I'm not telling you yet because everything's not done, but we got some dope features on the new album too.
Okay, so we'll see some new collabs on the new album. Never know.
Well, I'm not gonna. There she is. There she is.
That was really weird. Sometimes our internet is real crazy here in the building. Thank you guys for hanging on. And thank you, John, for that. I appreciate it.
No problem. I was just hanging out. I was asking for questions, but nobody else asked me any questions. So.
Well, I appreciate that. And as we wrap up, this may be a year where we say 2020 is canceled, but we still have some business to do when it comes to politics.